Welcome to this episode of the Weekly Ring for Monday, October 22nd. We're your hosts, Ebony Duell
and Shatori Rose. So, Ebony, are you looking forward to this week?
Actually, I am. I'm very excited for this week. A lot of great things happened last week, and we'll be seeing some of those highlights later on in the show. So, yeah.
Yes, we will. Contact Mr. Hanna in the Global Studies Lab if you would like to learn about scholarships, internships, and graduate schools involving international travel.
The Omicron Delta chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated presents Trunk or Treat Community Service. Get in touch with them to donate candy to the children of the Salvation Army.
Let's support our Miss Bennett College, Brooke Kane, by voting for her to become one of the 10 HBCU queens that would be crowned and featured in the pages of Ebony magazine.
Remember, you can vote 3 times a day. Let's help put our bell on the magazine. 2019-2020 FAFSA is now open. The application deadline is in December, but make sure you apply early.
Ebony, are you coming down with something? You okay?
I don't know.
All right. Bennett and Walmart will partner to offer flu shots on Wednesday in the health center. You must sign up by today at noon.
Will my insurance help cover it?
Most insurance will. If not, it's $39.
Freshmen, there will be a class meeting tomorrow in the GLC.
Ebony, Wednesday is a big day, right?
Yes, Wednesday is a huge day, especially for my class and the freshman class and everybody on campus, actually. The junior class presents Aloha, where we'll be pairing the juniors and their littles, and everybody can meet in the chapel at 7.
That should be fun. The JMS senior class needs your help. They are gathering feminine products to donate to the Center for Community Transition Center for Women. Contact Sophia Seabrooks to be a part of the effort.
The Bennett College Board of Trustees wants to hear your voice. They will be holding sessions later this semester to learn more about your experience here at Bennett College.
Dr. Sherelle Barber was on campus this past Thursday to show her new documentary. She sat down with Deja Sanford to talk about her journey.
Hi, I'm Deja Sanford, Bell Media Group. Today I'm here with Dr. Sherelle Barber. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Deja?
I am doing well. And today I know that you're on our campus for a very special reason.
Yes.
And that reason being the new documentary coming out. Could you give me more information about your documentary?
Yeah, so this documentary, I, a Black Woman Resist, is a documentary that I've been working on with Free Southern Media, which is an independent film collective based here in North Carolina. It was birthed out of an experience I had in Brazil back in March of 2018, where I met Afro-Brazilian activist and politician Marielle Franco.
Yes.
And so Marielle was an Afro-Brazilian politician and human rights activist who spoke out against police brutality, who stood up against racism in Brazil. And on March 14th, 2018, she was actually assassinated. And I met her just hours before this happened at a gathering called Young Black Women Moving Power Structures, which was held in downtown Rio de Janeiro, Brazil. And so prior to her being assassinated, being killed, the gathering had been just such a powerful event of Black women, of her, but other Black women. It was really a round table discussion. I was the only Black woman from the US present at that event, but really felt at home in that space. I've just been like, why was I in that room? Only Black woman from the US in this room of Black women from Brazil with this powerful Black woman. Why was I there? What was my purpose there? And part of that purpose, I feel like, is to tell the story, tell Marielle's story, tell the story of that night, how powerful it was, but also tell the story of how in the wake of her assassination, Black women in Brazil are rising.
So, what were you like here at Bennett?
What was I like? I mean, I came to Bennett as a biology major, but I remember stepping on Bennett's campus literally 15 years ago as a freshwoman.
Freshwoman, yes.
And I knew this is where I was supposed to be. There was just this feeling, right? That the sense of this is where I am supposed to be.
So, Ebony, it's voting season. Have you voted yet?
Actually, I have not voted yet, but don't worry, I'm going to vote sometime this week. How about you?
No, I haven't voted yet, but I plan on doing it as well.
And you vote here in North Carolina and not D.C.?
Yes, I vote here in Greensboro.
Okay, that's great.
So, I mean, there was a lot of activities going on last week.
Yes, there was so much going on here on campus, and one of my favorite moments was when civil rights activist John Lewis came to Bennett College and visited as a part of the rally for Kathy Manning. Here's some highlights from that event.
John Lewis once said, "You cannot be afraid to speak up and speak out for what you believe. You have to have courage. raw courage.
I am looking out at a beautiful sight. I'm looking at a room full of people who can make a difference in our upcoming election. You have come to hear and honor one of the great heroes of the civil rights movement, someone who fought so hard to secure the right that you are all about to exercise.
Bennett Bells, we've always been about social justice. We've always been involved in this community. Our country is standing at a crossroads right now. And you, Bennett Bells, you have always made the difference. You made the difference when we elected the first African-American female mayor. She's sitting up here, Yvonne Johnson, Bennett Bell. You know, it's important for you to vote like you've never voted before. You know, if you're not registered, you can't vote. If you don't vote, you're not counted, and if you're not counted, you won't be heard. So we want to be heard. We want to continue to be heard because somebody is going to make a decision for and about you, Bennett Bells, most times without you. So you either need to do one or two things. You need to get out here and run for office as we've done, as Kathy Manning is doing and trying to serve you as all the other folks have done, or you need to be able to control those of us who make those decisions on your behalf.
The phone call came from my godfather telling me that I would be spending my first spring break in college down in Selma, Alabama, for the 50th commemoration of Bloody Sunday. As I walked across the Edmund Pettus Bridge, scenes from Selma flashed across my mind, and I was overcome with so much emotion. And it was in that moment that I knew exactly what to do with my inspiration. Upon returning to campus, my professor, Tamara Jeffries, charged me with writing my first article about my experience in Selma. It was then that I catapulted my career as a political journalist, and then I fueled my passion as the ultimate voter promoter.
We need to save our country, save our democracy. We need help. With the election of Kathy Manning, we will have help. So I said to you, don't give up. Don't give in. Never become bitter. Never hate. Keep the faith. Keep your eyes on the prize. And we're going to get it done. And I will come back, Madam President, and visit the school and visit the students. I believe we're going to do it. I can feel it in my bones. I'm wearing blue today. Congresswoman, you're wearing blue. I am. I'm going to do it too, every single day until we get it done. We must do it, not just for ourselves, but for our children, their children, and for generations yet unborn. Thank you very much for being here.
Thanks for tuning into this episode of The Weekly Ring. If you have any announcements you would like for us to make here on the show, or would you like to join us here in the studio, you can contact myself, Shatori, or Professor Lipscomb as long as you see us around campus.
No, Ebony, you have to try to trick me this time. If you want to ring the bell, you can.
Shatori. I've given up my ways, and I've decided that I want to share every precious moment at this institution with my Bennett sisters.
Really?
So, would you do me the honor of uniting all of us together and ringing the bell with me?
Yes.